And welcome, this is Baller Scuba with another random game. Today we're going to be doing ICY, Journey to the White Wasteland. This is a game that was sent to me by a viewer, so we're going to get it started. I have had a chance to play it a little bit. It plays a little bit like a visual novel, but like a choose-your-own-adventure visual novel. There's RPG elements. It's an interesting game. I do enjoy it. So let's fix the options a little bit. For whatever reason, the game difficulty defaults to story. I changed it to normal. That seems a little bit better for me. All that is good. For whatever reason, graphics always defaults to fastest whenever I open it up. I'm going to change it to fantastic, although to be honest, I have not seen a difference. All right, let's start a new game, and we get to create a character. We have 3 options for men, 3 options for women. I do have to be honest, this picture looks like a step below the others. I'm not entirely sure why, but we're going to pick this guy. We have to kind of create our character here. We have body, that's pretty much your strength. Then we have mind, which is essentially intellect, and word, which is essentially charisma. Those are your main ones here. We're going to go with a 4-4-2 character, and hopefully that will work out for the best. We do have experience here. I'm going to try to do some good stuff with it. We have melee, bow. Bow is probably going to be something that I'm going to be using. We'll get that up to 3, I believe. Melee, I don't use very much. Not something that I'm a fan of. Firearms is going to be good. Scavenge, definitely good. Hunt, I'm going to want some in. I do like kind of spreading around a bit if I can. Just 2 in stealth. We'll do 3 in medicine. We'll try to be as nice as possible, and hopefully that'll work out for me in the long run. We'll go for more explore, bow, firearms, and medicine. And that should do the character. All right. So we're going to go forward with this character. It has been 2 years since you lost your memory in a freak snowslide accident. Your saviors that day are now your nomad family. Today is a day just like any other. You are out hunting in the forest with your companion and good friend, Jerome. And then we do get our first situation here, somewhat. You wake up in the woods surrounded by snow and old massive trees. A cold wind is blowing on your face. Your arms and legs are chilled to the bone. You feel a gentle touch on your shoulder. It's Jerome waking you up. Hey, wake up. The bait we set has lured a beast. He smiles at you and whispers, "Get up, let's go catch it." You feel confused and the white glowing snow disorients you, but you manage to get on your feet. The old man looks at you with a friendly smile, waiting for your brain to start working again. Give me a second. I can barely feel my legs. We do get options here. What's up? What do we have here? This is annoying. I don't even know why I came with you. Let's not try to piss off our good friend Jerome here. What's up? What do we have here? Look at that majestic deer. Today might be our lucky day. I agree. It's been months since we last ate some deer. Let's get in better position. We'll see. Let's be quiet. Let's wait for it to come closer. Nah, I can shoot it from here. Let's get in better position now anyway. The deer gets closer, lured by the bait you set. It's a large beast and could provide food for several days. Let Jerome shoot it. You take it. I'm a little sleepy and don't want to screw up the shot. You raise your bow and whisper to Jerome, "I will take the shot." I'm going to take the shot. Jerome smiles at you and lowers his bow. It's all yours, but if you miss, I may have to make another plan for dinner. You slowly draw your bow, pointing the arrow at the deer's head. You hold your breath, then shoot. It's a perfect shot, and the deer falls on the snow with a muffled sound. Perfect shot. That's exactly why I wanted you to come with me. Let's go grab our dinner. Jerome starts walking towards the deer's carcass. You get closer to the deer. The beast is laying dead in the snow and is large enough to provide food for your family for several days. Let's head back. He looks up at the sun. It's not even noon yet. Hector will find some other chores for us to do. You can be sure of that. You tie the deer to a strong pole and you head back to the camp. Jerome talks the whole way back, clearly excited by the successful hunt. All right, and we have finished the prologue here. We do have a couple options. This is our inventory, so to speak. We do have an actual inventory. We have a crowbar and what appears to be some kind of Swiss Army knife. I believe it's more of a lockpick, though. Those are our tools. We do have a pistol, a couple Molotov cocktails, and oh, I can equip that. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and put those on. Can I not put that on? There we go. Molotov cocktails, a couple look like grenades, smoke grenades, explosive grenades. All looks good. These are heavy clothes, just in case. And what are these? Lockpick and a crowbar. All right, looks good to me. We can look at our character. No more experience for him to use. We do have a party. Essentially, it is Jerome right now. That is all that he has got. And we do have quests. Take the deer back. All right, we're going to move forward to the thumbtack. That is pretty much a quest marker. So we're going to take advantage of it. You're able to see the tents of your camp from a distance. You follow Jerome, then drop the deer on the ground. Well, we are going to eat deer for dinner. Jerome smiles and puts his hand on your shoulder. Well, well, well. Suddenly Goran appears behind you. You brought back a week's worth of food. Goran, where are the others? You see Hector coming out of his tent. He doesn't seem to be too well. They're hunting south of here. You know Irma. She can't simply stand doing nothing. Is there anything else we can do? Apparently he looks sick. You don't seem to be very well, Hector. Neither do I. So what do we have to do now? Say nothing. You look sick. I'm fine. Hector coughs a couple more times before speaking again. It's just a cold. It won't kill me. Well, this deer isn't going to chop itself into pieces. Let's get started. Maybe we'll have time for another run. Let me do that. I'm stuck here anyway. My ankle still hurts, so my ability to walk around is still limited. Go for another run. Try to get as much food as possible. There's a long road ahead, and I don't want to lose time every day hunting. Let's stock up on some food now while we can. Jerome looks at the sun. We have time, so I guess we could go for another run. At least we won't get bored, not with all those things to do. Doesn't seem like we have another choice. I'm ready to go. You need some rest, Jerome. You should be careful at your age. Nah, I'm ready. Just don't fall asleep this time. I'm the old one. I'm the one allowed to randomly go to sleep. Come on, let's go. You take the lead this time. All right, so back hunting we go. And we get a tutorial. In order to start hunting, enter into a forest area and press the hunt button in the lower right corner. They won't let me do it now, but we can do that later. You are in a relatively open area of the forest where it's easy to walk around. Quickly scavenge the area takes up to 2 hours and increases the risk. Scavenge the area takes up to 4 hours. Carefully scavenge the area takes up to 6 hours and decreases the risk. We'll go for the medium option here, 4 hours. You see a small group of boars in the distance. Use bow and arrows, use guns, leave the boars. This one they're not letting me do. I believe that's surround. Either way, we'll use the bow and arrows. I should be good with that. Successfully killed the boars. All right, skills and bow are paying off. You're walking away from the area when you suddenly see a boar charging in your general direction. That is not good. Let's try to take it down with an arrow. The arrow doesn't kill the boar, but makes it turn and run in another direction. All right, what do we got here? This is fur. Some animal fur, warm and valuable. And we got 23 meat out of that. So we'll take all of that and head back to camp. Finally, I really need some rest. You take a glance at the camp. Your companions are talking and taking care of the dinner. Looks like everyone made it back safely. Goran approaches you. So, how did it go? Not too good. It was a waste of time. Not too bad. We brought back something else to eat. Really good. Seems that today is our lucky day. It wasn't too bad. Could have gotten a second boar, though. Come near the fire. Dinner is almost ready. You'll need it for tomorrow. Hector seems to be eager to move as soon as possible in the morning. You take your seat near the fire while the others greet you. Irma, Goran's wife, starts giving plates of cooked meat to the group. Let's all be thankful to our hunters for the meat we're about to eat. Hector coughs after speaking. Will you tell us where we are headed? Not far from here. Tomorrow we will go scavenging in a town nearby. I hope to find something useful for our upcoming travels. No, I mean, where are we going to end up after the long run? Where will we spend the winter? We will travel south, far from any common route. We must get away from the plains. Hector coughs again. The plains are becoming dangerous, and I'm not talking about all the bandit activity. There are rumors about more and more red horsemen swarming around here. What does it mean? I'm tired of traveling without a purpose. We have always stayed in the plains. Why should we travel to unknown lands? Don't worry. It's all snow and cold just like here. You won't miss anything special. I don't care what we do. If the plains have become that dangerous, we should probably leave. I won't put my children at risk without a reason, and traveling away from any known route is a huge risk, especially when the only thing we know is that we're going south. Does it really matter? The White Wasteland is all the same, snow and dangers everywhere. We're nomads, traveling is a part of our life. It would be nice to know a little more of what's ahead of us. That's enough. We have a leader because we need someone to decide for everyone, not to question his decisions on a daily basis. Apparently Hector is our leader. I agree. Why can't we even know where are we going? Hector never failed us, so if he says we're going south, we will go south. He has no reason to get us killed. He's not going to let us get killed. I have the right to know where me, my husband, and my children are going to end up. South is not enough. There's no need to worry about that. We've already been south of here. Jerome turns to you. Do you remember where we found our friend? We're getting close to that area. So we don't have to worry. At least 2 of us know where we're headed. I see no reason to worry about our route. Then it should be fine. We're not traveling across completely unknown lands. Too bad I remember nothing of my life before you saved me, but at least you know the area. We should be fine. Say nothing. I'm going to go with this one. I don't remember, but at least you do. And what are we going to do next? Do we have a place to spend the winter, or are we just running away from the plains without a real destination? Hector seems quite annoyed. I already said that the plains are becoming dangerous. You don't want a Red Horseman clan to attack and enslave the survivors, do you? It's better to walk on the mantle for the entire winter than face them. The sooner we run away, the safer we will be. God, so many options here. So we have no other choice than running away without a proper plan. There are hard times ahead. We should think about that and find a decent plan. Running away could get us killed anyway. Probably it's the best solution for all of us. That sounds crazy. We should at least have some plans for the winter. We'll figure out what to do if the plains are actually becoming that dangerous. We have no other choice than run away. Say nothing. Once again, this one seems like the best option. And that's what I thought. I'm not eager to walk on unknown routes either, but at least we won't have to face the Red Horseman. Am I the only one with a working brain around here? We'll be running into the unknown. You're just afraid of what you don't know, but we can't risk all our lives just because you're scared. Oh, we could be mean. It's not up to you to decide what's best for everyone. The unknown is better than certain death. At this point, this is the safest choice and nothing. We're gonna go with this one. The unknown is better than certain death. Yeah, because no one ever got killed because he didn't know what he was about to face. Do as you like, but I already know we'll all regret this. Irma goes inside her tent before giving anyone the chance to say anything. I'll talk to her. I'm worried too, but facing the Red Horseman scares me even more. She'll understand eventually. Hector coughs a little before replying. When somebody coughs in a game, I think we all know where this is headed. I hope so. I don't want to discuss this ever again. Nothing of importance happens for the rest of the evening. You eventually go to bed and prepare yourself for the next day. You wake up in the morning, hear some voices outside. Hector and the others are preparing the plan for the day. Okay, people. Now we will spread out in pairs and search for anything useful in that small town over there. Especially be on the lookout for any tools. Irma will stay here with the children and guard our stuff. If anything happens, you scream. I'll go with Jerome. Goran, you go with Mark. Hector turns to you. And you go with Demetra. I hope it won't be a waste of time. Goran puts on his backpack. I'm tired of seeing only empty buildings. All right, what do we need? Tools and anything we can sell or use, but I won't complain if you bring back an assault rifle. All right, ask about the area. Is there anything we need to know about this place? It's a little ancient town, so there's lots of buildings. I hope to find something to scavenge, something left behind. All right, let's head out. Come on, Demetra, let's go. Demetra nods at you. I'll follow your lead. So, we are going to this town up here. Let's see what we can find inside. Tutorial scavenge. Press the scavenge button, which is right here. You find a small town. We'll go for the medium option again. While scavenging the village for anything useful, you find a little police station. It appears to be completely shuttered and abandoned. So I have a couple options. I don't know what that one is. We can try to pick the lock, we can blow it up, or we can leave. Let's try to pick the lock. You successfully manage to open the door and you're able to explore the building. The building is collapsing. You have to get out as fast as you can. Just run away from the danger, huddle in a corner, help your companions getting out of the building, protect yourself by staying under a door's archway. Let's try to get everybody out, yeah? Rubble falls on your group as you barely manage to get out of the building. You and Demetra got 17 damage. That's not good, but we did find 9 medical supplies, 1 fuel, gas, that's what it looks like to me, and 20 bullets. We found electrical parts, some wires and metal pieces whose use is unknown to you, a frying pan, anything is edible when fried, that is way too true, more electrical parts, what's the difference? Oh, I have them selected and unselected. And then smoke grenade, useful to block your opponent's line of sight. All right, we'll take everything, and then we will head back to camp. We're fine. We're fine. We'll deal with all that and continue on. Back to camp we go. After a couple of hours, you manage to reach the others at the camp. Goran spots you from a distance and greets you by raising his hand. You can see the sadness on his face. What is going on? This is not easy to say. Goran takes a deep breath. Hector is badly sick. He passed out a few hours ago, and he's now in his tent, barely able to breathe. Will he survive? How is this possible? He didn't seem that sick. No, he coughed. That's like it. That's awful. Will he survive? The situation is desperate. We have no medicine to cure this kind of sickness, and he's pretty bad now. What about the 9 that I picked up? Is that not going to help? You see Jerome coming out from Hector's tent, his face painted with suffering. As far as you know, he and Hector have been good friends for a long time. People gather around Hector's tent as Mark finally asks about him. How is he? At that same moment, Irma comes out of the tent. Jerome sighs. It's over. We couldn't do anything. Oh my God! Why didn't he say a thing about his health? You know Hector. He wanted us to get away from the plains, and he didn't want anything to stop us. Goran stays silent for a few moments. Then he raises his head and speaks again. I will prepare the body for the funeral. You should go and take a break. People scatter around while Jerome comes near you and sighs again. You two are now alone. I met Hector more than 20 years ago, and yet he said nothing, not to anyone, not to me. He just died, leaving a mess behind. Tomorrow we'll need to vote for our new leader. It'll be a mess. Everyone will discuss. I bet Irma will go crazy again, screaming and threatening people. I don't know what to say. I'm really sorry for your loss. You should have said something. Maybe we could have saved him. Don't worry. We'll get through this mess. We will, as we always do. But it won't be easy. Rough times are ahead of us. I need to be alone. Call me when Goran is finished with the pyre. Jerome walks away and sits alone not far from the camp. After some time, you are called by Demetra. Everything is ready for the funeral. Everyone gathers around a big stack of wood. After making sure that everyone is there, Goran throws a lit torch on the pyre, which slowly starts to burn, shrouding Hector's body in a dance of bright flames. Jerome has a sad face and says nothing. He just stands in front of the pyre and stays there even after everyone else is gone. You're tired and you proceed to your tent, hoping to get a decent night's sleep. But a terrible scream wakes you up in the middle of the night. You see strange lights through the fabric of your tent. You hear the noise of clogs stomping the ground. You hear guns firing as well. You are under attack. Alright, so here we get a fight, and it's probably not helpful that we're not doing so well. During the night, your group gets attacked by mysterious bandits. It looks like we have a little bit of an advantage here. We're yellow, they're purple. You can tell by the morale. It looks like we have a little bit more than half, so we need to press our advantage. Okay, maybe not. The enemy receives like nothing, and we receive a whole bunch. I'm gonna die here. You get pushed away from the first line, and 2 enemies move towards you. Let's use my bow. Your arrow misses. And I get hurt. All right. It seems a little bit more even, but it didn't work last time, so let's fall back. Oh, they're kicking our ass. I think that's it for me. You feel weak and aching. You try to crawl on the ground, but with each movement, you feel the pain all over your body. You try to stay awake, but soon your willpower weakens and you pass out. After that, there is only darkness. You don't know how long you stay unconscious. Strange dreams populate your rest, dreams of a different place, a different time. You see a shiny tower going towards the sky. Technology you've never seen in the White Wasteland. Technology belonging to an ancient world which fell apart. During the dream, you hear a familiar voice. It's Jerome, and he's calling you, asking you to wake up. You finally realize you're dreaming, and this sudden consciousness brings you back to the waking world.